I've been wrong. I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. There's nothing in my head. Yeah. Yeah. Goo! You asked me a question at the end of the last episode. How many Nickelback songs do I know? I got a little gun shy, a little trigger shy, based on the prior time not knowing as many Hinder songs as I thought I knew. I said 3, I knew 2. In my head, I thought I knew 10 Nickelback songs, so I said 7. And what did you know, Goo? The answer? 11. I know 11 Nickelback songs. How you remind me? Someday, far away, if today was your last day, Saving Me, Rockstar, Gotta Be Somebody, Animals, Photograph, If Everyone Cared, and Burn It to the Ground. Most of those were singles. There's a couple that weren't. And then gives a special bonus to make it a dozen. The Chad Kroeger and Josie Scott doo-wop Hero. That's right, Hero from the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack? Or
Spider-Man 1, I believe.
Right, okay, yeah. So, credit to me. I think that Nickelback is not a great band. Have I enjoyed Nickelback over the years? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go.
What a start to this episode. What a big market tease paid off. And Mac, you just mentioned a dozen, 12. Mm-hmm. Mac, have you heard about these? Have you heard about blind rankings?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me if I heard about dozens.
Well, both. Have you heard of either?
Yeah, I'm aware of both blind rankings and dozens.
All right, so what we have here is I will give you a subject. We'll put 12 on the board.
12.
And then you need to rank these topics, or I'm sorry, these items inside of the topic and tell me where they are for you, not knowing what the next piece of information is where you could rank that.
All right, what's the theme of this dozen here?
Now, not to be crass, and if you don't like this topic, I suggest that you head over to DraftKings headquarters and you demand that Billy D be fired.
Okay.
Billy Delaney, not the other Billy D, the first Billy D, but not the real first Billy D.
Yeah.
Not, Billy D. Williams or William Daniels. I'm talking about Billy Delaney.
Billy Delaney of the Scream Recap podcast has submitted a blind ranking.
He submitted a blind ranking, and also everyone can submit their blind rankings, and we'll do them because it makes it easier for me not to have to think. So once again, if this is too crass for you...
Are you going to keep track for me?
I always do.
Okay. All right.
Skip ahead 2-ish minutes. I say 2.
You haven't told the folks what they are.
I say 2 because the topic is best places to go, number 2.
Best places to go, number 2. Okay. All right. There's going to be 12 options here?
12 options. And by the way, we could have done 25 options. Apparently, there's a lot of places you can put a turlet.
Sure.
So once again, top 12. Best places to go, number 2.
Okay.
The in-laws.
Oh, that sucks. Let's go 8 on that.
An airplane.
12.
Home.
1.
The Office.
5.
A Lovers.
7.
Outdoors.
You could find, if you got wipes, maybe got a raggedy t-shirt. Outdoors, you can find a spot. I'm going to go 6.
I was going to ask you where you find your wipes. I'm glad that you're constantly carrying a raggedy shirt with you.
I do usually have dude wipes somewhere.
Does one of our friends still carry a hanky with him? He used to. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
We'll talk off air.
Okay.
The gym.
Oh, the gym's not too bad. Let's go 3 on the gym.
A local Chili's.
4.
Or you could have gone Applebee's if you're more familiar with that.
Sure.
Same thing. A Porta John.
Oh, tough. We'll go 11.
Where you eat.
10.
You know what they say? Don't do it where you eat.
In
one hand while wishing in the other.
Yeah, that's just a custom in other countries. You wipe with one, so that can't be too bad. What do I got left? 4 and 9.
You have 4 and 9 left. You're really good at keeping track of numbers.
Yeah. Math and goo. We're gonna go 4 on that one.
And then finally, in your pants.
All right, so that should have been 12. We'll put that at 9.
Mac doesn't mind it. All right, Mac's top 12 of places to go, number 2. At number 12, he has Airplane. Number 11 is Porta-Jean. Number 10 is Where You Eat. Number
you know
9.
What? All 3 of those might be worse than your pants. So
number 9 is in your pants.
Yeah, all right.
8 is at the in-laws. 7 is at a lovers. 6 is the great outdoors. 5 is at the office. 4, a local Chili's. 3 is at the gym. 2 is... Oh, shit. We didn't have a number 2.
Oh, all right. Put the 2-hand thing at 4 and bump the other 2 up to 2 and 3.
All right. So I'll put in your hand at number 2.
Yeah, sure.
In one hand while wishing in the other is number 2.
What are you gonna do?
It's an old wives' tale. And then at number 1 is home.
Home. Can't beat a home, Dookie. I'll tell you what, there are times where you're out and about and you purposely have to build around the time where you need to go home to take care of business. It's a fact of life.
So I would say personally, thank you for asking me. I think the best place to do it is at the office. Just kills time. You know, you put your backpack down, you put your coat down, go sit in the bathroom.
I suppose what your work setting plays a big factor into whether you want to drop heat there.
And then also outside of in your pants, I can go anywhere. Doesn't really matter.
One goo, 3 yeah. Goo. Jaws 3. Goo. King of Queens. Goo. Meryl Streep. Entertainment.
I'm Goo.
And I'm Mac.
And once again, if you didn't like that open, go find Billy D at DraftKings.
My question to Billy D is what happened to him recently, because he did message us the other day and asked if we had one on tap. What happened to you in the last couple of weeks?
He's been asking a lot for us to do this one.
This hit you. Where did you take a terribly awful shit that you needed to ask us about this?
Guys, I'm not alone, right? I'm not the only one. Mac, what is today's topic?
Today, Goo, we are discussing a number 2, a season 2, Peacemaker. But, little peek behind the curtain here. This was not a number 2. This was quite good. Quite good.
I thought you meant like this wasn't actually number 2 because there's been a reset in the universe. But they did keep some things from season 1. Also, most things?
We're number 1. We won't be number 2 because we're going to kick the whoopsies out of you.
Is that from Bring It On? Bring It On?
Pop Warner cheerleader.
I'm going to say Bring It On.
Heard that a million times in my life. Goo, Peacemaker season 2. It was an HBO Max release. It was out Thursday nights. And I got to be honest with you, Thursday night is probably the worst release night.
Well, for me, I'm home on a Thursday night and I'm not super tired from chasing my son around for 2.5 days.
No, Thursdays for me, I'm usually asleep or in bed by the time this comes out. And then if I get a busy Friday, I might have plans Friday night. I might not catch this till Sunday or Monday.
What are you doing on Friday that you're so busy? Get over yourself.
I'm wooing a female these days, Goo. I've got them all over the map. I got busy weekends now. So I might not, a Thursday night release, I might not get to till Sunday or Monday. So that's a little bothersome for me. But I digress. Goo, no budget numbers out for this season. I'm curious to see what it ends up being, especially since we just saw the budget numbers for Stranger Things, which is like upwards of $500 million. The season 1 budget for Peacemaker was reportedly $185 million. That season came out 3.5 years ago.
A while ago.
So due to inflation, due to more stuff, I'm guessing this is in the realm of like 220, 240, 250.
So what you're telling me is that $1 is not worth $1?
Dollar is worth $1, but is no longer worth $1.
That doesn't sound right.
Sure. Goo, Peacemaker season 2 is a TVMA action, adventure, comedy, crime, drama, fantasy, and sci-fi. and subgenres here, dark comedy, and of course superhero. I've got to say, this season of television did a pretty good job at all of those: action, adventure, comedy, crime, drama, fantasy, sci-fi. Go, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, I don't think it's much of a superhero show, though.
You know what? The two weakest elements are comedy and superhero.
Yeah,
oddly enough.
I'll say this though, is I've made my voice known about, certain things that I'm kind of getting sick of in superhero movies and other movies. And while this had both of them in there, this gets to James Gunn's point of, if you're telling a good story, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and to be fair, we were already exposed to it in season 1 as well. So we knew it was sort of a thing.
No, I'm saying
lurking.
also, yeah, and like they touch a little bit on the multiverse stuff, but like multiverse stuff has kind of gotten a little fatiguing over the past couple of years. I didn't mind it in this.
Oh, I thought you talking about the Nazi stuff.
Well, the Nazi, but that's just James Gunn.
Yeah, and it happened in season 1, so it's just a part of it. This season was 8 episodes with a total runtime of 332 minutes. That's roughly 41 and a half minutes per episode. With credits and whatnot, it's probably closer to 36, 37. You get a 2-minute opening fucking song and dance. It's close to 5.5 hours of runtime for the season. And so essentially 2 movies worth of stuff here. And we always discuss length being an issue for movies.
Always. Length is always an issue in my life.
Never girth. We always have an issue with that. And television shows often are either too short or too long as well. I felt like this was just right. Right.
Baby Bear's porridge.
Baby Bear's porridge. Now, I have some issues with the finale and what they chose to do.
Yeah,
but
that's my issue too. And it sucks all the time when you feel like the weakest episode is the last one, because that's what you're leaving on. Yep. And we'll get to that more in spoilers. But
and I was worried about that, knowing that this was telling a story, but then also had to connect to other things. I had a feeling it would end up the way it did, but what are you going to do? Go on Roddy T's. Season 2 has 96% from the critics, 80% from the audience. Season 1, 93% and 87%. So the viewers are liking this a little less. However, we are dealing with that 10% of basement dwelling dildos that are Snyder fans that are going to lampoon any new DC project.
And I'm just a regular dildo, so I'm fine.
And I think that's what we're talking about here. To me, this is head and shoulders above season 1.
Also, you mentioned the opening theme song. When we talked about season 1, we were able to, at the same time, do the theme song dance. We can't do it here. Because we don't want our skins removed in Fortnite.
We don't want to be screenshotted in a precarious position. Go on Metacritic at 78. Season 1 had a 70. So the critics are telling you definitively season 2
How
better.
many critics, though?
I didn't look that
It's usually a smaller amount on television shows.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. I think you and I both agree better than season 1. I have seen some online discourse from pretty reliable people that liked season 1 more than this season, which I find bizarre. I think this is just more fleshed out, more well-rounded, more concise, more driven in one straight line. And
it's also John Cena's better.
John Cena's better, and also James Gunn is not handcuffed like he was in season 1. So I think everything is
what it is? Better. May I just step in? And this happens with a lot of shows, a lot of sequels. It's when you're first meeting the gang and getting the gang together, there's a newish feel to it. I feel that might be what's holding some people back. Is there familiarity with the characters? Yes, there is. Now, these characters. Is there familiarity with how James Gunn tells a story? Is he big into found families? Yes, he is. And is that what this is? By the end.
To that point, though,
yeah,
I think season 1, these characters were not well fleshed out. And I also feel like they really forced the Adebayo story on us.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 just flowed better, and the characters were more well written.
They let it come to you.
And we liked most of the characters season 1. I borderline loved all of them in season 2. So.
Vigilante has taken a huge step forward. First season, thought it was pretty funny. This season, I laughed out loud at more than half of the stuff that he said.
Yeah, he was great. Once again, this show was created by James Gunn. He wrote every episode, wrote the whole season. He also directed 3 of the episodes. The other directors in this season was were Greg Mottola, Althea Jones, and Peter Solet. If you look them up, they're actually all pretty accomplished television and movie directors. So really well-made show, really well-crafted show. A synopsis, Goo, for this season, not really available. Still the same shit from season 1. This happens with television.
Yeah.
They get stuck on the synopsis from season 1. But essentially, synopsis of this show is Peacemaker and all of his surrounding pals dealing with the fallout from the Suicide Squad and season 1 of Peacemaker. And on the flip side, you have a couple characters introduced here that are dealing with ramifications from other shows, aka Creature Commandos. And so that kind of gets mishmashed together.
Well, to be fair, though, we have the same synopsis that we started 10 years ago with. If you look us up, it's, two 20-something-year-olds who were rival goaltenders in high school square off in sports debates until their pants fall off.
Hashtag cock talk. Goo, this show stars John Cena as Christopher Smith / Peacemaker. And to your point about Cena being better in this season, I think in season 1, he's mostly Peacemaker. In season 2, he's mostly Christopher Smith.
Yeah.
And that's actually one of the best
things about
this season.
There's 2 or 3 episodes that really, really show this off. It's the early stuff as he is kind of slinking into his new life or, upsettingly doing it. And then episode 7 is really, there's something that happens at the end that you're like, yeah.
Episode 7 was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Great. Danielle Brooks is Leota Adebayo. If you forget about her, she is revealed to be Amanda Waller's daughter in season 1. And I felt like in season 1, they were just pigeonholing and shoehorning her stuff in as like the B story of the season. And we didn't care that much about it. She matters so much more. I think she plays it better. She's written better in season 2. I love her character now. Really nicely done. Freddie Stroma as Adrian Chase / Vigilante. He's almost, he's a cartoonish character, but he's so cartoonish in season 1, little more dialed back here in season 2.
As much as he could be.
As much as you can, yeah. Jennifer Holland as Agent Amelia Harcourt. She might be the one character that I felt like was maybe better in season 1, but she was great in season 1.
I really liked her in this season too, because you find out something in episode 8 that you thought it was more than what it was, and it's just a very simple thing.
Yes, yeah, she was strong in season 1, strong again here. Steve Agee is John Economos. He was probably a bright spot in season 1 as well.
Yeah,
he's not featured as much here in this season, but still very good. We get introduced to Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr. He's introduced in Creature Commandos, but live action his first go around here. And
live action first go around was Superman.
Is he in Superman?
Yeah, for a hot second.
Okay, all right. He feels like he's a much different character than he is in Creature Commandos. You having just watched Creature Commandos, would you agree?
5 episodes into Creature Commandos, so I still need a little bit more. Gotcha. But yeah, from what I've seen, he seems like a much nicer, calmer leader, trying to, almost parent these monsters along. Yeah. Being proud of them.
Yep.
Also, you mentioned, not to get too far off into Creature Commandos, but you mentioned a great GI robot scene. I saw that scene. I did like it.
That was awesome. Yep.
Yeah, Dresden Dolls, huh? I will say, though, the music used in Creature Commandos seems like all the music that James Gunn wanted to use in the mainstream stuff, and they're like, no. So here he's like, fuck it, put it in here. Put all my Oompa music over here.
Goo, in this show, Rick Flag just feels much meaner, much more devilish.
Especially by the end of the season.
Yeah, and there is something that happens at the end of Creature Commandos that you could argue also fuels that, and you're dealing with the death of his son in the Suicide Squad. Yeah. It just feels like a big leap, seeing how close he is with metahumans and Creature Commandos to where he gets in this show. Saul Rodriguez.
Creature Commandos is not metahumans, they're monsters. That's why they're allowed to be.
A couple of them.
So in the first episode, I'm glad that I'm the expert here now.
So
the first
Frank
episode,
Grillo is going to make that delineation.
Amanda Waller is. Someone says to her, like, "Wait a second, I thought we can't use humans and metahumans anymore," and she goes, "Can if they're monsters."
You're right. That is the thing. But Rick Flag, he's making that delineation. To me, he would treat them all the same, but maybe not. Saul Rodriguez, a Sasha Bordeaux. she doesn't play a huge role in the season. Seems like she's going to be more meaningful going forward. D. Bradley Baker Goo is eagerly steps it up in season 2 big time. Didn't
Big
do
duck.
anything in season 1, but
big
actually
duck.
does some stuff
Yeah.
here in season 2. Goo, we have another cast of characters here that bounce around throughout the season. One of the shining stars is Tim Meadows as Langston Fury. He's in 7 of the 8 episodes, and he's not featured at length in any of the episodes, just 2 minutes here or there, and he's brilliant every time.
Well, he's in a bunch of the surveillance episode. That would be where he probably shines the most. But then he gets 1 or 2 lines as you approach the end of the year every episode that you're like, it's nice. That's pretty funny. That's a good line delivery. Also, we get bird blindness from him, and we get I'm going to laugh every time at the Peppermint Twins. I think that is so funny. One of them was bald. One of them was blonde.
I'm very excited to have him lingering in our stuff going forward.
Ooh,
Robert Patrick returns as Augie Smith, and in this season of Peacemaker, he plays a character called Blue Dragon. In season 1, he was the White Dragon.
Dragon.
They get into that a little bit. David Denman, a.k.a. Roy from The Office, is here as Keith Smith / Captain Triumph. That is Christopher Smith's Peacemaker's brother.
Yep.
And they get into that a little bit as well. Nutley returns as Judo Master. He's a great character, too.
He's good.
I thought he was great in season 1. They carry that on into season 2.
And hot Cheetos are the best.
Hot Cheetos are okay. Regular
What?
Cheetos are superior.
Wait, what's superior?
Regular Cheetos.
Oh my God, that is the dumbest take you've ever had. And
hot
we have
Cheetos, Goo, hear me out. Too hot.
May I suggest extreme hot Cheetos?
Hot fries, too hot. Give me cheddar fries.
Hot fries are better too. Give me spice all the time, but you know me, I'm an alpha. I need heat.
Other characters here are Brandon Stanley as Agent Klein, Ronaldo Faberly as Agent Vega. You have Michael Rooker in here for a couple episodes as Red Saint Wild. Taylor St. Clair plays Vigilante's mom. She's good in every scene she's in. And then we have in episode 1, these ones we can talk about.
Yeah, that's all over the place.
Sean Gunn as Maxwell Lord, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, and Isabella Merced as Hawk Girl. They pop up briefly in the first episode. There is a spoiler-ish cameo in episode 6, I believe, that we will get to in spoilers. Goo.
Yes.
In Gunn's DCU, what has mattered so far is pieces of the Suicide Squad, a.k.a. Rick Flag Jr., gets killed by Peacemaker. Peacemaker Season 1, a lot of that still counts here. Creature Commandos, technically the first venture into this fresh DCU. That all matters. And then we just had Superman a couple months ago. So this is either the 3rd or 5th entry into Gunn's DCU, however you want to.
I'm going to say 5th.
Play.
I feel like it's the 5th. I feel like all of these Suicide Squad counts because Waller kind of talked about it a little bit in Creature Commandos. Peacemaker Season 2 uses a lot of what they had in Season 1. I'm just looking at it as these 5.
Okay, that works for me. And so I think we're off to a pretty good start here in the universe. The ground has been laid. The path has been laid. I think we're leading to some really fun and exciting stuff. As much as I loved Superman, I don't think we've really reached a high yet. And we're building towards that, and I'm excited.
I love Superman.
What we've seen in prior stuff is a company called Argus, who's sort of like, for lack of a better term, this like paramilitary group that tries to control everything. And kind of works with the government, but also is like an aside to the government. So Rick Flag Sr. is working for Argus, and he's on the war path in major part due to Peacemaker killing Rick Flag Jr. in the events of the Suicide Squad. And then also something happens at the end of Creature Commandos that really, takes a shit on his chest, and he doesn't care for that. And I think motivates him for this season. I don't think it motivates him enough. I still have a little bit of an issue there. We also
he also has white hair in Creature Commandos, and now he has black hair.
Good point. He found the Just for Men. One of the first things we do in this season, the first few minutes, is we retcon the post-credit scenes from season 1 with Superman, Aquaman, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Batman. Here we have the Justice Gang. We have Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner's Green Lantern,
Mr. Terrific,
Mr. Terrific,
Soups,
and Superman. And that was like a perfect little, all right, perfect.
Yep.
We don't need to explain anything else. It works. I Can I talk about Creature Commandos season 1? It's been out long enough.
Go
now,
ahead.
right?
What's up?
It's been out for almost a year.
Yeah.
So at the end of Creature Commandos season 1, the bride assassinates Princess Alana, who is
you
Rick
spoiled
Flag's
it for me.
Rick Flag's Senior's love interest. But something happens to Flag late in that season where he's kind of out of commission and misses kind of all of what goes down prior to the assassination. And so he is kind of upset that metahumans, okay, they're monsters in this. So is that combined with the death of his son in the Suicide Squad enough to make sense for what Flag's motivations are in this season? I'm not so sure. There's a little bit off there. That,
no,
he's
I think
so over the top in this season.
I think the fact that he also made a strange bedfellow, if you will, that might have pushed him into also really pushing against the metahumans.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I just feel because he's like a likable character in Creature Commandos, and he's not anymore.
Especially
not
by episode 8. He is very unlikable.
Yeah. And again, before getting to a ton of spoilers, what this season really boils down to is Christopher Smith, John Cena, figuring out who he is, what makes him go.
Mm-hmm.
And the ripple effect of all of that is kind of all of his characters, our whole gang sort of figuring out what their deal is. And I really enjoy each and every individual's journey in this season and where they sort of culminate. I think it comes together perfectly until the finale where it's like, all right, this is a little.
If we're going to spend an hour
here
on an episode, let's do something.
Yeah. There's a bit of that. But all the characters get flushed out. I truly enjoy all of them now. Borderline love all of them. And in season 1, that wasn't the case. It just felt more one note.
Yeah, season 1 to me by the end, I liked it, but I walked away wanting a lot more.
Yeah.
I felt like they had more to offer. And
Totally
what they
agree.
offered in season 2 is pretty much what I wanted.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there.
Shall we get into the gauntlet?
Let's do it.
I put an N in there. It's gauntlet. Gauntlet?
That's what you said.
I said gauntlet.
Oh, no.
Like, as opposed to got milk, got Lent.
Not an offshoot of Easter.
No. That'd be a good advertising, though. Got Lent. Then you put a little thing on your head.
Yeah, there you go.
Fun
Ashes.
factor. The comedy in this, I think, is the fun part. And then also seeing the evolution of what Cena is able to do on the screen is also really fun to me, too.
Vigilante's fun.
Yeah.
Economos is fun. Eagly is fun. Judo Master is fun.
Was Michael Rooker fun? Or was he a bit too out there?
It was a little shoehorned in, for sure.
You know who was fun? Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows is the
Tim
most
Meadows.
fun. There's a lot of this. So there wasn't, other than Tim Meadows' dialogue, there wasn't a ton of actual loud laughs for me. But it was comical.
Well, Tim Meadows and Vigilante both got really big laughs for me. And then you have Economos, who is the straight man up against Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
Satisfactor. The finale answered questions, but after the truly great episode of episode 7, the way that episode is from start to finish, actually from episode 6 through 7, both those episodes are great. All the episodes are very good. But after what we got through 7 episodes, I thought that 8 was a little bit of a letdown.
8 almost feels like a prologue going forward and barely attached to this season.
It almost answers the questions that we had throughout the year.
Yeah.
But they aren't, it's not a big answer. It's like little small answers, little breadcrumbs that we might have
8
picked
was just
up.
a little too subdued, a little too happy-go-lucky, just missed the mark. It wasn't bad. It's just like after 6 and 7, which were 2 great episodes, especially 7, and the ramp up to the end of 7, 8 just felt like, I don't know. It didn't have the juice that I wanted.
A bit of a happy ending, too, like a happy, sappy ending.
Yeah, until the very, very end. But yeah, there's two.
And then after that, there's even more after that. We're trying not to spoil, so we're going to add stuff on. And then he fights an octopus. Halloween, will this wane over time? Let's see what we get moving forward.
Yeah, I agreed.
I'm on the fence.
I'm sitting right on that fence with you.
Yep.
Right on the fence with
Mac and Goo, famously on the fence with
you. What
everything.
kind of fence we sitting on? Chain link? Vinyl?
Wood? Hopefully not picket. Hopefully not picket. Borometer. I wasn't bored at any point this year.
You know what? I was a little bored in the finale.
Oh, no.
The first time all season I was a little bored was in the finale.
Waterworld, is it better than the 1995 classic Waterworld starring Kevin Costner?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better. It's better, Goo.
Pants Tent City. Excite Bike Mania. What got you going from this season? It was the introduction of Tim Meadows, and it was episode 7. Like, the action of this season really isn't there. There's not a ton of action, but it's the rebuild of Chris's life and him realizing that he's not a certain way or that he has a new support system behind him. That was a nice little journey, but it was the end of episode 7 and Tim Meadows that really got me going.
Yeah, I agree that it was lacking what episode 7 gave us. So I'm glad for episode 7. Couple great moments, couple really unexpected moments as well in episode 7. So I was happy to be swerved. So if we had a pants tent, or the closest thing to a pants tent was for sure episode 7.
I guess you can say that about most of Gunn's DC universe so far. Of like, there's not that big standout like, oh, ha, ha, ha. It's just a consistent good.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to describe it.
When life hands you Jesse Plemons in your hands, they say, "Hey, it's Jesse Plemons. It makes Plemonade. You'd like to take a sip." You take a sip, and you say, "Damn, that's good. That's 25% better than what I could have expected in the world." What in this television show and/or movie? It's a television show. I'm just reading the script. Who made Plemonade?
It's harder in a show, right? Because there's multiple episodes, so the characters pop up.
Yeah.
But the percentage of the total runtime, I think, qualifies Tim Meadows as Langston Fleury here as a Plemonade candidate. And every time he was on the screen, he said something funny. So
I feel like he's in too much of the show, though.
So then there's no candidates then.
I mean, you could give it to someone that's a spoiler, I suppose. Maybe.
Yeah.
But
then he's almost in too little of it.
I think everyone served their job.
Give me Tim Meadows for Plemonade.
I'll say Tim Meadows too, but I think that we're stretching what Plemonade is.
I don't agree. I think he was in like 5% of the show, so that's good enough.
Mac, who are you giving credit to?
This is a tough one. Clearly, John Cena takes another step forward here in his acting ability, and his character now is truly in a great spot. You're really behind what his motivations are. That said, bigger leaps for me were Danielle Brooks' Adebayo, and I don't want to forget his name here, Freddie Stroma as Adrian Chase and Vigilante. I think they deserve the most kudos because I think they round out the season most after Cena. Of course, Holland as Harcourt is great. Agee as Economos is great. But I think from where they were from season 1 to season 2, you have to give Danielle Brooks as Adebayo and Freddie Stroma as Vigilante their flowers.
For those of you tardy to the Mac and Goo party, we rate everything on a 40 hot dog rating system. Mac, I have gushed over the evolution of John Cena and that character.
Before you dive in.
Don't interrupt me.
For context, for the folks at home, Goo and I both gave season 1 32.
Yeah.
C+, B- range. Pretty good, not great.
So once again, the evolution of John Cena, the knowing that James Gunn, isn't Tim Gunn, he's like a fashion guy, right? Am I thinking?
Yeah, Tim Gunn has he does have a show.
Tim Gunn is in charge now. James Gunn, you can tell, is in complete control of this universe. From start to finish, a little bit less than episode 8, but what we do with the characters, how we pick up the pieces of season 1, this is not reliant on being a superhero show. There's barely any superhero work at all. It's almost like an inner office type of thing where in this alternate universe, he's just at an office hanging out. That is Tim Gunn. Thank you.
Tim Gunn.
But being introduced to his brother, the reintroduction of his father, but now as different people as they have grown up in a different universe. What they do with the father in this season, I thought was great. Yes, we do get into, these guys are obviously the bad guys. It's the white supremacists, but that is such a small part and almost doesn't even play a role in this series. It's just what we have for a very small amount of time, and it's also just a punchline at the beginning of one of the episodes, and it's a pretty funny one as well. Just the way that they built the characters in this season, I thought was head and shoulders above what they did in season 1. And James Gunn, once again, does something where he takes things that I think the audience is sick of or I'm sick of, and he just points out once again that if you have a strong, compelling story, it doesn't matter what the elements are. And I'm all for that. I think that he is the answer to superhero fatigue, but he does do his usual, let's toss some music in over here that you're not expecting. We're going to lean heavily on found family. Does that bother me? No. But if you have James Gunn fatigue, I could see you not necessarily loving that. Mac, up until the finale of this show, I thought that we were heading toward something a little bit higher than what I'm going to say right now. But I think 37 hot dogs?
Okay. Yeah, I think you're in the right range here. You sort of nailed my feelings on the season as well.
Tim Meadows. Have we mentioned Tim Meadows yet?
My biggest gripe with the season is the finale and Rick Flag's motivations. Both of those things I actually think bring the season down a little bit. I'm having a hard time drawing the line from A to B for Flag, and then the finale was a little bit of a letdown. That aside, I loved that this season built out our characters.
Yeah.
We built out Christopher Smith. We got to know who Christopher Smith was. We showed proper motivation for who he becomes at the end of the season. We get a little bit of, a peek into his background, Vigilante's background, Adebayo's background, Harcourt's background, and it really, really pulls the whole group together, knowing how these people are feeling and acting in certain situations. It's just so well done, and that can be not well done. It can feel boring. It can feel like we're wasting our time. But because this season's so paced well and so written well, it really, really works for me. I love this cast of characters. They're almost all on the same playing field here. Like, Peacemaker to me doesn't stand out head and shoulders above the rest of the cast of characters.
He might be a little bit lower. I don't know.
Which is which is why this show is so good, I think. So I'm right there around you, Goo. I think it's 36 for me. It just is as great as a standout moment in episode 7 was. I still feel like we lacked the real.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
If we got not a stronger finale, because they fill in the blanks. I understand that. But for an hour of television, and maybe it's an expectation thing, but if they blew your socks off in the finale, did it have a chance at 40 hot dogs?
Maybe 39 or 38.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I was wondering about that going into the finale. I was like, does this have a chance to get to 40? I guess, you know what? If they blew my socks off, it could have got to 40.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Are you feeling the same way?
I feel like there's a possibility. Like, I was having such a fun time. It was appointment television. I was Thursday nights, 9:00, watching immediately. So I think there was a chance. Also, it's a nice compact 8 episodes. But there was a chance, I think, that if my nips came off, if I no longer had nipples,
yeah,
there was a chance at 40.
Yeah. No, I don't think you're wrong about that. I think there was a possibility of getting there. And Goo, let's compare it to some other superhero stuff we've gotten this year. Obviously, we had Superman. Did you like this better or worse than Superman?
Superman over this. But we've made this point on the television, not the television show. Are we a TV show?
We're on YouTube.
I have made this point that I will always lean movie over TV show if the hot dogs are close.
I got them at the exact same score, 36. I might actually lean Peacemaker. I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
Are we opposites?
I liked Fantastic Four First Steps more than Peacemaker.
Oh, hey, Mac. Are you today's date? Because you're 10 out of 10.
Good. Did you like Fantastic Four First Steps more than Peacemaker?
I just gave you a piece. Like, that's what you should say to your lady.
Okay,
say that to her.
I will. I'll write that down.
Talk about blowing socks off. That's going to do that.
Peacemaker or Fantastic Four?
Peacemaker.
Okay.
I liked Fantastic Four.
Thunderbolts or Peacemaker?
Similar. I think that they deal with kind of similar things of acceptance, leaning into what brings you down. It's a nice little theme. I like it.
And you know what? We should be thankful. The year of comic book stuff we've gotten in 2025 has been great. It's been great. To me, the worst thing has probably been Thunderbolts, and that was pretty fucking great.
You love Ironheart. Wow.
Oh, I forgot about Ironheart. Yeah, this was better.
And
than
at
Ironheart.
the top of Mac's
Ironheart
list
was pretty good though.
Marvel Zombies. Mac loves Marvel Zombies.
Forgot about Ironheart. Ironheart was pretty good.
That wasn't.
Ironheart's the worst thing of the year. You're doing pretty good.
I mean, I think it's by far, like, looking at the other ones, that's that's 3 or 4 tiers below it.
Here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Ironheart or Peacemaker season 1?
Season 1 of Peacemaker.
Okay. I think they're pretty close.
Here's a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you used that line on your girl yet?
No, not yet.
I thought you were texting her right there.
Yeah, I will.
Because if you did, you wouldn't be here right now.
Good point.
You'd be off blowing socks. Shall we get to spoilers?
Spoilers.
My first question is,
sorry.
What in the fuck was that?
A little cough,
I thought someone stabbed you. Holy Lord.
You think I got Sanchez'd?
Possibly. So, oh my God, I'm going to take a step back for a second. The agent that hooks up with Flag, what's her name?
Sasha Bordeaux.
Was she turned on by him kicking the shit out of Peacemaker?
Possibly. Yeah, she's kind of an assassin in her own right. They also we still don't know much about her. She's part cyborg. Like, how much cyborg is she? Did Flag bang a robot? We don't know.
It's 2025. Tron is out.
So, Goo, at the conclusion of this show,
yes,
the final few seconds of the season, minutes of the season, Flag and Argus send Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, off into a distant planet through one of those portal doors. Could be an alternate dimension, could just be a distant planet. I'm not 100% sure. This planet is called Salvation, and Flag's plan is to imprison all the metahumans on this planet. That way they cannot get back
Flag
to Earth.
Working with Lex Luthor. Like, this
with
is
Luthor, yeah.
My imagination.
I don't think that's Luthor's plan to imprison all these guys. I think Luthor, and they put a little sticky note, Goo. The door they go through with the black hole, I think Luthor's more interested in the tech and the magical stuff, like that sort of realm. I don't think he really cares about imprisoning all these metahumans.
I think he also hates metahumans. He hates the idea of aliens, metahumans getting praise for something that they have not earned. That's something that we learned in Superman. I have a feeling, much like how Tony Stark wrote the Sokovia Accords, that this is mostly Luthor's doing. He also talked about his hatred of metahumans while in jail.
I disagree, Goo. I think he's going to be upset with Flag because I think a big part of Superman Tomorrow is going to be Luthor and Superman working together against Flag and Argus. I don't think Luthor wants this tech used for this. I think he's going to think it's a waste.
I think there's enough tech to go around.
So essentially, and this is, I'm glad you brought this up. Gunn's whole tease and whole spiel has been for months now, is that the finale of the show directly ties in to Superman Man of Tomorrow. So once again, Peacemaker is on Salvation. That's the name of this prison planet.
Yeah.
And they now have Peacemaker's alien door technology, and Sidney Happerson, who is Lex Luthor's tech guy, is now being utilized by Argus.
Mm-hmm.
And they're broadening their horizons, expanding stuff, and exploring these other doors in that little pocket dimension. From what I've read, Goo, Salvation is a comic storyline that actually ends up being tied into Darkseid, another Superman villain. And essentially that storyline is that all of these metahumans get imprisoned on Salvation. So presumably Superman will have to deal with this sort of interdimensional or, extraterrestrial mess. And I think that's where Lanterns may come into the mix as well. And Flag is also being deceitful with the government. He's not really telling them that this other place might have some issues. That's teased at the end with this big monster scream. I don't know if there's dinosaurs there or what. But we spend almost an hour to build to this point, and it's like, I don't know. It was okay.
They spent 5 minutes at a concert having fun.
Yeah.
And I get it's to make up for the first one where she ran away. So like that's a decent reveal because Chris talks the whole season about like, do you remember that night? And you think the whole time, oh, did they sleep together?
Yeah.
No, they just had a fun time.
Yeah. Right. They just got to know each other. They bonded.
Just got to know each other. They bonded. He really likes her. And then she didn't like getting close to him. But
yeah, so I
feel like they spent a lot of time just hands up, dancing to music, which you love going to concerts. You were probably having a time.
Yeah, one of the undercurrents, or two of the undercurrents of this season is that Harcourt doesn't want to address her feelings for Chris because, in large part, what happened to Rick Flag Jr. and just her past in general.
Yeah.
As an aside to that, Chris is still fully interested in Harcourt and pursuing that, but also, and this culminates in episode 7, and we see at the beginning of episode 8, Peacemaker believes himself to be this sort of angel of death that everyone around him is doomed, and he's pushing away because he doesn't want other people to be affected by his actions in his past transgressions.
He's also so into Harcourt that he goes into an alternate timeline and finds a white supremacist version of her and dates her. So the reveal at the end of episode 6 was pretty good. The start of episode 7 of Harcourt, the regular one, being like, you didn't notice the Meryl on the wall? And he's like, oh, I just didn't pay attention to it. Like, that was a really funny...
And it's just actually Hitler.
Yeah, it's just Hitler. So, like, that was a really, really funny joke.
Yeah.
And my question now is, so, like, are we expecting Roy to show up in a Peacemaker season 3?
I don't know if there's going to be a Peacemaker season 3, number one.
Okay.
But they go out of it. So the culmination, the zenith, the big action at the end of episode 7 is Vigilante comes flying in to save his best friend Peacemaker and stabs Peacemaker's dad to death a million times.
After his dad reveals that, like, yeah,
he's not a bad guy.
We do live in a Nazi world, but I'm doing my best to change the world.
He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh, first of all, the reveal that, like, his dad in this universe, in the Nazi universe, isn't a Nazi. And in his universe, he is a Nazi. Like, that was a good flip the script. And you're like, oh, all right, so maybe we will work with Agee and Keith going forward, Blue Dragon and Captain Triumph. And then Vigilante comes in, not knowing what has just been revealed, and stabs the shit out of Agee. And then they turn on Keith, and they're killing him. They're slaughtering him.
Yeah.
And Chris lets out this guttural, this visceral scream.
Yes.
Because he's having all the past drama. This PTSD is finally exploding. And he doesn't want this version of his brother to die the same way, essentially, his brother died in his own universe. And they make a point of Harcourt saying, hey, don't come after us, or like, I'm going to kill you, so don't come after us.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. The other Vigilante kicks the door closed. And by the way, the whole two Vigilante thing was fucking awesome.
The two Vigilante thing, the Spider-Man pointing meme is now in. So that is in the DC universe. Also Star Wars. They mentioned Jedi Masters.
They also mentioned Pokemon. Their favorite Pokemon is Infernape.
Pokemons. I do. So what I love about the not killing of Roy, but that last scene is you're seeing him being killed. Chris is sitting back, picturing in his mind when he accidentally killed his brother in his own timeline. The scream that he lets out is like, you can feel it in your soul. Like, you can feel that scream. And then the cut back to all of his friends killing his brother, I laughed at that. Like, it got so many emotions out of me, that 1 minute clip.
Yeah. Yeah. That 4 or 5 minutes in the bedroom there are fucking phenomenal. Leading up to that point, I thought the stuff in the Nazi universe was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You kind of knew, you had a feeling that reveal was coming. A lot of fan theories.
I mean, you noticed the second episode that they were in there when they go into the outside world and everyone's white.
Yeah,
kind of picked up.
I guess we should mention the first major moment in the season at the end of episode 2, I think, is when he kills his own alternate self.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing that makes it possible for him to live in the alternate reality. And so the middle episodes of the season is him going back and forth between the two realities and realizing, hey, he loves being with Harcourt. He loves this easy life in this other universe. And obviously what comes to fruition is like, life shouldn't be easy.
No.
If it is easy, something's going on here. Something nefarious. So I really like that. Like, so the like, I didn't think any of that was particularly great in the middle episodes, but it was paced really well, and it all made sense. It all worked for me. So I felt like the middle episodes were all like 32, 33,
So the
34,
stuff, yeah,
35
where he's
dogs.
so you're saying the stuff when he's in the alternate timeline?
Yeah, it's all good.
Because I enjoyed pretty much anytime they were in that office setting with Tim Meadows and Economos, and then also the trap to catch Chris, I thought was really fun too.
Yeah, and also with this device of him being in the alternate timeline, it gave us a chance to sit and get to know the other characters. And that, to me, is what made the season.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it. I think I'm excited going forward for Gunn's DCU. We have a lot of things laid down now. We had some things in motion here, and I think he's doing it right. It is even if we don't love stuff to 40 dog degrees, he's doing it right. And if you go back, at least for me, a lot of my feelings, and it's hard not to compare it. A lot of my feelings about phase 1 of the MCU, I didn't have anything of 40 dogs until we got, close to Avengers. And even that, so we're getting there. We're building up to the 40 dog property. I just don't know.
Oh, and in case you guys didn't get what we were alluding to in spoiler free, this finale also saw, so Chris realizes, or he doesn't realize, but he picks up on the fact that he killed his family in his own timeline. He got a second chance with his family, killed them in the other timeline, but then realized that his friends were his family all along.
Yes.
Which that is very Gunnian. And what we get, it's a lot of Guardians, the Suicide Squad. So if you're a little fatigued by Gunn doing this in his movies and TV shows, I could see you having a bit of a gripe, but I don't mind.
I mean, that's the essence of superhero movies, though. Sans, but even Batman's in the Justice League. It's all about teams and team ups.
He doesn't give a shit about them.
Can't trust.
It's all about this guy.
Just one more thing, which we failed to mention. Right before Peacemaker gets sent off to to Salvation, him and the gang start this new independent group called Checkmate, and they also have added Judo Master, Sasha Bordeaux, and Langston Fleury. Yeah, so it's good. And you're like, they're walking out like, all right, this will be.
They spent so much time on that slow paced walk, though.
Yeah, it was the finale was too cheesy for a little bit of it.
Like too much of the finale. I was sitting back just going, all right. Okay.
Like, okay, it makes sense. I don't love it. Yeah.
Guess we wrapped up that.
Yeah.
There goes that chapter. All right. Cool. It didn't give me enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's get into Maxac.
And Maxac could be anything. It could be a boat. Mac, of course, we wrapped up September at the end of September, and we have now gone down the road of October. Is it the same as September? Yes.
It's for you to decide.
Sometimes spooky. Today, is it spooky? No. Because in our last episode, we discussed best movies starring animals.
Okay.
So the other Billy D, not that raunchy piece of shit Billy Delaney who we talked about at the beginning.
Both Billy D's are aiding this episode. I appreciate
Right, but also not William Daniels or Billy D. Williams.
Right.
They're not involved yet.
We
did meet William Daniels once, and we were very concerned.
I think we met his corpse.
A wax figure. Paris Hilton style, if you ask me. She was in a movie called House of Wax. Am I correct?
1,000 Corpses.
Right? I thought it was Wax. Paris Hilton? One Night in Paris?
She was in something with wax.
Yeah, One Night in Paris.
She pop a tit out in that?
One Night in Paris, yes.
Oh, in that she does. Yeah, she does.
So, Mac, just a quick reminder to you before we get into these tiers. I want to point out to you that we have introduced into our tiers. So we've always done stamps, stamp removers. Where's the stamp? Stamp remover. We have added Mario Maker, which at the beginning we said you could either build a new tier or flip tiers. I've decided that that's only to build tiers. I don't have a sound effect for this yet, but moving forward, if you'd like to flip tiers, it's called DJ Please Pick Up Your Phone. I'm on the request line.
All right.
Put the thing down, flip it in, reverse it.
Is your
And
flipping
flipping
winner?
yet. If you got a big, let me search it. Want to get to today's tier, or do you want to keep on singing Missy Elliott?
Let's do it.
Because I watched that music video last night. That song is a banger.
It's got that little girl from Mike's Super Short Show.
All right, Max. So let's go ahead and add this. This is best movies starring animals.
Best movie starring animals. All right. How many tiers do we have?
We have 5 tiers. I think I have like 15 movies.
Okay.
This is just movies, okay?
Yeah.
This is not television. The television is for a different day. There's a lot of TV show animals. Wishbone just turned 30 yesterday.
Wishbone, great show.
The television show, The Dog.
I think there were books, too.
The Dog, I'm afraid, has passed. There's no way The Dog is still alive.
Yeah, right. No, we're probably on Wishbone 3 at this point.
Oh, come on, Mac. You can't just replace Wishbone. He used to wear like an old-timey hat. It's a good episode. He could go back in time, right?
Yeah, that was his
What
whole
did
thing.
Wishbone do?
He told us history via the eyes of a dog.
Just like the animated show Hysteria.
Yes, it's time for hysteria.
Then you had the ads where I think Joan of Arc is like, why don't we call it Hersteria? Let's get into these tiers. I'm wasting too much time.
Yeah, you are.
So the tiers that we have here is at the bottom, we have Pet Cemetery.
Garbage, dead.
You think it's dead? Put it at the bottom. Put it in the dirt. We don't care. The next one up here is Great Pawformance, but this is an animal. This isn't an animal movie. So if you think there's an individual great performance by an animal, put it in here, but it's not enough of an animal movie.
Good enough.
The next one up here is The Great Gatsby.
So, borderline great movies here? Kinda?
It's great for a time, but then it goes broke.
Okay. All right.
That's what happens in The Great Gatsby, right?
By the end, no
Great
money,
Depression.
no mas.
Yeah, there we go. Then the next one up here is Raise the Roof.
Oh, like roof.
Yeah,
Roof,
but
roof.
you need to say it like a dog.
Okay.
Because
these are
animal
ones
themed.
that broke the barriers of animal movies.
And then at the top, the number one, like the highest one you can do, Whale of a Time.
Whale of a Time. All right. Yeah, the pantheon of animal movies.
Okay, let's start here. And I did most of these. The other Billy D added a couple. I'm not happy with his additions, but we'll just do it anyways. 101 Dalmatians, the live action one.
Great Gatsby. It's solid. It does its job. Glenn Close is great. You get all those Dalmatians.
Mhm.
Sure, why not?
All right, starring Buddy, Air Bud.
Raise the Roof. This movie blew my mind as to what a movie starring an animal could achieve. Air Bud, great movie.
Also, say it the right way.
Raise the Roof.
There we go. And just a little fun fact for the people at home. We can clip this and put it online. The dog that plays Air Bud, Buddy, also played Comet in Full House.
Oh, how about that? Wow.
So
that's a little fun fact right
You
there.
also might see Buddy when we do our tiers of best animal actors. Are we in Animal Month now?
He might be the GOAT of animal actors.
Well, you save that take for that tier, I'd say.
And then in that, we could actually put it as GOAT because a goat's an animal.
All right. In the movie Anchorman, Baxter.
The Mean Man. Hey, about that Baxter. That movie's great. And it is a great performance, but not an animal movie, Gil.
So great performance.
Yeah.
Of course, Baxter was played by Peanut.
The Mean Man. Hey, about that Baxter.
Peanut the dog.
The whole wheel of cheese.
The next one up here, Mac. 1995's Babe.
Babe. Great Gatsby. Great
What?
Gatsby. Yeah. Great
No
Gatsby.
way. Are you more of a Gordy guy?
I haven't watched these movies in 20 years, Gil. Longer. 30 years.
I might have to slap a veto on here and raise the roof.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's raise the roof on Babe.
All right. Are you stamping that?
I'm going to stamp. No, I'm not going to stamp it yet. I'm going to save my stamp.
Okay. So you moved one up.
Yeah.
How many views we get? 2?
We get 2 vetoes and 1 of everything else.
Okay. All right. There's one of yours.
Babe, played by Babe. How about Banshees of Inisherin? There's a little donkey in there.
You're right. You're right. Great performance, but not an animal movie. Not an animal movie.
Donkey is played by Jenny.
Okay.
Jenny the
donkey.
Lil Donkey.
Mm-hmm.
How about from our childhood, a big old German Shepherd, Beethoven?
He is not a German Shepherd. He's a
What is
Saint
he?
Bernard.
That's the same thing, right? I have dog blindness, Mac.
Beethoven, I think superior than Babe, so it's got to be at least
What?
Raise the Roof.
You think
Raise the Roof.
Beethoven is better than Babe?
No doubt. No doubt.
Raise the
Roof, but not as high as Air Bud.
Jeez, I don't know if I like that.
Well, same tier as Babe, anyways.
So the dog that played Beethoven, it is a Saint Bernard. You're right. He played Beethoven in the first 2 movies of that franchise.
Good run.
His name was Chris or Chris.
I don't like naming dogs Chris. Don't care for that.
That's either with a CH or a K. Google AI overview did not have an answer for me. Black Stallion.
I haven't seen this movie. Have you seen this movie?
As a kid.
I'm going to put it in the Pet Cemetery.
What?
I have no idea what it is.
It's a horse.
Oh, I know that much.
It's a horse portrayed by Cass Ole, a Texas-bred Arabian.
All right. I'm glad you brought the stats for these animals, by the way.
That's a weird name, though. Cass Ole?
Like asshole.
Watch your profanity. I know.
Watch your profanities.
A Black Stallion might need a little more love. Free Willy.
Oh, I loved Free Willy. It's kind of named for it, Wheel of a Time, but I don't know if it stands up. I don't know if Free Willy stands up. I'm going to put it in Raise the Roof.
A tiered where we have nothing on top?
I know which one's going up top for me, anyways. Raise the Roof for Free Willy.
I might move it after, but also
I might move it as well.
I believe that you could remake Free Willy now and make it better.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Free Willy stars Keiko. If you're looking for a good cry, Google what happened to Keiko.
Not great.
Not great. Floppy dorsal fin, depressed, sent back into the wild, didn't make it.
Happens to the best of us.
How about Grizzly, the 1970s horror movie starring a real bear?
Oh, it starred a real bear.
I gave it a googs.
That's scary. I've never seen it. Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. This stars Teddy the Kodiak. Homeward Bound.
Whale of a Time. It's the best movie ever starring animals.
Whale of a Time, Mac.
Like, easily for me.
It stars, this of course is Simon and Garfunkel's Homeward Bound. Ben is played by Shadow.
Shadow.
Rattler is played by Chance.
And
no,
Chance is the dog and Shadow is the dog. You flip-flopped them.
Oh, you're right. My bad. And then Sassy is played by Tiki.
Oh, Tiki, I like that. And she is real sassy.
So I'll admit this next one is my fault for having it on the list, but Billy should have proofread this and said Jaws was a mechanical shark. It can't be on a real list of animals.
Correct.
So I'm going to leave it here at the bottom.
Okay. I was going to put it in great
Whale of a
performance.
Time. Maybe
there is a bird. There might be a seagull in that movie they captured.
But the robot's name is Bruce. Does that get you going?
Bruce the Shark.
Bruce the Shark. And then we go to Marley and Me.
Oh, Marley and Me is good. Oh, it's so sad. It's better than Dalmatians. It's in is it Whale of a Time? It made me cry. It's Whale of a Time.
Oh, man, looks like Clyde got you going. That's who plays Marley. Clyde. The next one up here, and I got some fun facts to share after. MVP Most Valuable Primate.
I do like this movie. Do I like it more than Air Bud, though?
I do. I'll tip my hand.
I might. Yeah, let's put MVP in Whale of a Time.
Whale of a Time, and I'm not even going to argue that. Fuck it. Mac, are you ready for this?
Yep.
3 chimpanzees played the character of Jack, our titular MVP, Most Valuable Primate. Bernie, Mac, and Louie.
I like that. Real lazy naming, but I like that.
Each chimp was trained by experts to perform actions, so they all had specialties.
Mm-hmm.
One played hockey, one skateboarded, and one snowboarded.
That's why MVP stands out above Air Bud, you know?
And are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Louie the chimp.
Yep.
Also played Jack's brother in the film.
Wow. How about that?
So we can add that to the list of actors who played two characters in one
multiple roles.
Just like Lindsay Lohan. My dog Skip.
I've never seen it.
It's got Frankie Muniz.
And
it's not Big Fat Liar or Agent Cody Banks.
Shout out Lizzie McGuire, a.k.a. Hillary Duff. Put it where you'd like.
Come on, man. That's what she said. I'll go Pawformance.
Okay. All right.
Nah, Great Gatsby. Nah, fix me in post, guys. It's fine. Skip is played by Enzo.
Oh.
Okay. Enzo.
What kind of dog?
Don't ask me questions. And whatever's on the script, that's what I say.
All right.
How about another creature feature of a killer animal hot off the back of Jaws? We had Orca.
I'm assuming this also didn't star a real animal.
This actually did star a real animal. I'm glad that you asked me that question because this was a combination of real captive orcas. Their names were Yaka and Nepo. And there was also an artificial whale.
All right. Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. Because orcas don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
They want vengeance. If you're going to kill their wife and kid, they're going to find you and kill you.
It's a great vengeance story.
That's why they're called killer whales.
Right.
Actually, the real reason why they're called killer whales? Zoology. Are you ready for this?
Because they kill?
You're almost there. At first, they were called whale killers. They would kill other whales, and over time, it was flipped.
I don't know if they kill other whales, but they kill lots of shit.
They kill other whales as a team.
Okay.
They're like the Globetrotters.
They're like the wolves of the sea.
They are like the wolves of the sea. Because as we all know, killer whales, not whales, they're dolphins. The largest dolphin in the world.
Yeah, they're mammals.
But they fall into the subcategory of dolphins, not whales.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Glad that we got that out of the way. Seabiscuit.
Not really. I mean, I guess it's an animal movie, but great performance.
It's about a horse.
It's
about a horse.
I'm going to go great performance.
About a horse.
It is, but it's not. You're not watching that for the horse.
Can you tell me the name of the horse that plays Seabiscuit? Care to guess?
Jerry.
Popcorn Delights. You were close, though. Another horse movie. How about Secretariat?
I'm going to put it right next to Seabiscuit.
Care to guess the name of the horse that played Secretariat in the movie?
Susie.
Trolley Boy.
Okay. All right.
Trolley Boy.
All right.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch is a great one. I'm going to go Great Gatsby on Turner and
Great
Hooch.
Gatsby. Yep. We bought a zoo.
I have not seen this, Gu.
Can I break it down to you?
I'm
what
still
happens?
going to put it in Pet Cemetery.
Matt Damon buys a zoo.
Put it in Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. And then finally, Warhorse.
Warhorse, the best of all Steven Spielberg films. I don't know if anyone has seen this movie.
I've only seen an SNL sketch. Jimmy Fallon was the host. And it's just everyone going, where's my warhorse?
I don't know what to do with this one. What do you think about this one?
I'll put it in the Pet Cemetery.
Good enough for me. Good enough.
We're putting Black Stallion and Warhorse.
A lot of no respect for the horses today. That's for sure.
No respect for the ponies.
Right. I'm going to stamp Homeward Bound at the top so that you can't move it.
Okay. I wasn't gonna, but that's fine.
No, I just want to be final.
I want to... If we both believe that Free Willy could be better, but it's a staple of 90s
I think
movies.
you leave it at the top of Raise the Roof.
Please say it correctly.
Raise the Roof.
Thank you. I feel like Babe isn't getting enough love, though. Because it also went to the big city in its sequel.
You moved it up to Raise the Roof.
I did. I'll stamp it.
Okay. All right.
Do you want a Mario Maker? Do you want to...
No, I think we should have maybe Mario Makered one of just horse movies, and put them all in there.
Where do you want to put that?
Above Pet Cemetery.
Okay, above Pet Cemetery, you want to do horses. Exclamation point. All right. And you want to put all of the horse movies.
Put all the horse movies in there.
All of them.
All of them.
All right. You Mario Makered that. Anything
now
else?
I feel great about it.
Is there anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. I'm pretty good with that, I suppose. You know what? I am going to, DJ, please pick up the phone. I'm on the request line. I am going to move horses above great performance.
Okay.
Because the horses, that's at least a movie about a horse.
It's true. It's
great performance.
It's in the spirit of the tier.
Right. And if anything, we're all about spirit.
Yeah.
Because I've got spirit. How about you? Are you ready for me to read this off now, or do you have more critiques?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Sitting at the bottom in Pet Cemetery, we have Grizzly, Orca, and We Bought a Zoo. Great performance, but not an animal movie. Banshees of Inisherin and Anchorman. Horses! Seabiscuit, Secretariat, Black Stallion, and Warhorse. The Great Gatsby. We have several dog movies. They're not going to like this. 101 Dalmatians, My Dog Skip, and Turner and Hooch.
To be fair, you gave us a single movie with a cat in it that is overpowered by two other dogs.
I'm not sure if cats have ever been in a movie.
You just found the genre, Goo. You're gonna spearhead the cat genre.
A lot of people are into cats. Raise the Roof. Babe, Beethoven, Airbud, and Free Willy.
Mm.
And then finally, Whale of a Time, Shamu. Homeward Bound, Marley and Me, and MVP Most Valuable Primate.
I mean, we did it again.
We
Goo.
fucking did it again.
We did it again.
We're kind of unstoppable with tiers.
Totally agree.
All right, where can the people find us?
They can find us on Twitter, X, and Instagram at Mac and Goo Podcast. Every other platform, we are Mac ampersand Goo. It's Mac Shift 7 Goo. That includes Facebook, Stitcher, TuneIn, Castbox, Spreaker, Google Play, iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify, but more importantly, Apple Podcasts. Get on there, rate, review, subscribe, 5 stars. If you do that, we'll get you a free Mac and Goo t-shirt from the folks over at Watertown Sportswear. Watertown Sportswear, 34 Mount Auburn Street, watertownsportswear.com, expert screen printing and embroidery.
tpublic.com merch.
Merch.
Check us out at the top of next week. We're going to be doing a news dump. And then we'll have another episode. We've already done our animal tier, so we can't do a full episode on that.
Well, I should have mentioned this while we were talking about it. I did catch Good Boy this week, starring Indy the dog, which is what, precipitated the conversation.
We were just talking about animals. You should have added it to it.
I forgot, Goo.
Oh, okay.
The
so
movie?
Moving forward
Not
with
that
the
great.
tiers. Well, moving forward with tiers, we're going to add look behind door number 2, and then you can add something to it.
Okay.
Because all the other animals are in door number 1. So
I didn't, Good Boy. I wouldn't say a swing and a miss, but like maybe pulled the ball foul. Didn't really exactly get a hit.
Okay.
Still alive up at the plate. I don't know. Just missed the mark. I didn't have high expectations, but I had expectations, and it didn't meet it.
So maybe that'll be involved next week. We'll see.
Okay.
Tuesdays are Goose Days. I abuse kangaroos. Tim Burton.
Bye.
Please flip the cassette over to side B to continue the adventure.
And now it's time for girls jumping on trampolines.